Hey CCN community, my name is Joseph, and for those of you who do not know me, I work on the business development team, and I help people understand what our product is, and especially help our mining community. So in this demo, I actually have a couple of updates and a preview of our bonding pool and interacting with it. Not only setting the contract up as a miner, but also interacting with it as a user. So I'm pretty excited to dive into the information here. Give me a second while I pan over and we'll get started. So there's a couple of updates first that I want to go over for our miners out there. And these updates are very important. And one of these updates is actually very, very big. So Computecoin will now be supporting HNT devices, available HNT devices from certain manufacturers with our nodes pre-installed. So more information will be released, of course, but these HNT devices will now participate in a new compute power called bandwidth or connection power. This allows us to allow lower latency applications to join the ecosystem, and we could utilize and tap into the Helium network. So this is a great kind of symbiotic relationship we have going on here. And if we go to our rewards now, we will now see this extra section called bandwidth. The second little update that I want to go over is our POH node rewards. This is also pretty important here and interesting. So our consensus has now been implemented and is now actively being used, and nodes will now be rewarded for their participating in this consensus. This consensus is proof of honesty. For those of you who do not know what proof of honesty is, it's our novel consensus mechanism, and you could check out our white paper or our Gitbook to learn more. Now, I can see I haven't earned any rewards on my machines over here, and they aren't a POH node. However, if they were, you'll see this extra reward section here that will explain my potential and what I did earn as a POH node. As a note, in our account overview, if you are selected as a POH node, there will be a green circle here and an explanation that says POH node. Now, this is only being selected for the top metapower providers. So currently in our little test environment here, I haven't been recognized yet. I just added the machines. I'm not exactly earning rewards, so I'm sorry you don't have the example here, but that is what it will look like. The third thing I want to go over is setting worker collateral. So this is a cool little feature here. Worker addresses now have the ability to tap into the deposited funds that you deposit here, and they are able to set the collateral on their interface. So you could see here that I set my worker collateral to only allow the use of 30 CCN for my total balance. So I'm going to pan over, switch my wallet into the worker interface, so bear with me. So I'm now back, but on my worker view. My worker is now able to add, collateral to this machine. Now, they could only tap into 30, as you can see here, collateral max, the number is here, 30 of that collateral from my original deposited amount. So it would be 90 minus 30, right? They would only be able to use 30 of that amount. They can't use the full collateral. And if I wanted to adjust that number, I would simply hop back onto the miner account, adjust that number so I could allocate whether they could use less or more or none. So this is a cool little feature added that is important, especially if workers, especially large miners that have thousands of machines and employees are doing the job. Maybe they don't want to give them access to the miner account, so they'll have the worker set the collateral to the machine. So I'm going to switch back over to my miner account, and I'm back on my miner account. Again, if I wanted to change the amount of collateral that a worker account could use, I could change that here to whatever number I want. In this case, I'll just set it to 10, and that's okay. Cool. So if we went back to the worker account, that amount would change. So what's the purpose of our bonding pool? our updates are over. I hope the community likes those updates. If you have any questions, feel free to hop into Discord. I would like to also say before I get really started into the bonding pool, the purpose of this demo is to just get used to the interface and have a video of creating a contract. Getting into the details of how the rewarding is going to work, how the penalties are going to work, and those other things will actually be explained in a webinar series later posted that will be hosted by us. It's actually already planned, so if you are in our Discord, you could see now and sign up for the event. So this is kind of just, again, we're in a test environment here. I'm showing you how to join, create, your machines are joined, creating a bonding contract, what it looks like on the miner end, and what it'll look like on the user end or the staker end. So the purpose of the bonding pool, right? You could be a large mining provider, have tons of machines, but no CCN tokens. So in that case, you're going to use the CCN community to kind of raise those funds, right? And on the vice versa end, you may have a large amount of funds as a community member, as an ambassador, as just a token holder, and you may be looking for a way to participate. You can't buy mining machines. You're not in a good area to use mining machines, right? And you want to participate in that mining. So this is how you could do it. That's the purpose of this. So there's 3 participants that are in a bonding pool. You have the miners. And miners must post 15% collateral to start. To even get their machines going, to even create a bonding pool, you have to post the minimum amount, which is 15%. Then you have bonders and stakers, which is the CCN community, token holders, ambassador, just token holders, looking to earn additional yield or participate in mining because they don't have the machines. Then there's also refers. This is an optional thing that will be set up by only the miners. And miners can reward a person to market their bonding contract in order to attract more stakers. Now, note, the refer reward is taken out of the miner's yield percentage, not out of the staker's yield percentage. So it's up to the miner to figure out how much he or she wants to pay the refer.